Hello and welcome back to Glory Hounds. We will be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after the whole incident at the, I want to say it was like a science museum or something like that, where it was like some plant monsters and Milo was going up against his arch nemesis, which was a little girl who is like a little evil genius who sabotaged his entry, which turned into like a plant monster situation and then eventually became a plant person thing. But yeah. There was some stuff that came to the surface between, I believe his name is Hound, Raoul Brevard, and Milo, where Milo said something like she would be so ashamed of you or something like that, and then Milo got, no, not Milo, Raoul got so like mad and angry at him, which I'm assuming we're going to be discussing in this next issue number 5, which is A Dawn Without a Sun. So yeah. What else? So I believe that this, like I said, we're going to be discussing that, but it's going to be brought up by something that, Hound does, because I forgot his real name. Alex. Yeah, Alex. It's been a while since I read it, so like trying to remember their names. But yeah, so you have that to look forward to. Anywho, so without further ado, let us begin. Issue 5, A Dawn Without a Sun. I already told you, I can't make that. Can you please give us an extension? I get my paycheck by the end of the next. But how do you expect me to? Yes, I'll think of something. Okay. Goodbye. Hey champ, figured that you'd be in here. Sorry about that, I had to take a phone call. Everything's okay, sweetie. Here, I brought some dinner up for you. It's spaghetti leftovers from yesterday. I took out the bell peppers for you. Come on now, don't make that face. You're going to have to eat up to be big and strong. What are you working? Raoul, that isn't Grandma's watch, is it? Don't tell me that you took it apart. What were you trying to do? Where'd you get that screwdriver? You didn't go into your father's workshop again, did you? Sweetie, you know that I love you, but you need to ask before you... Did I just hear... Wait, you got it working? It is working, but how did you... The watchmaker said... You did this all on your own? That's... incredible. Wow. Thank you, sweetie. But you really should ask before going to Dad's workshop next time. He doesn't like it when you just go rummaging through his stuff. There is a lot of things in there that could hurt you, or worse. Do you understand? Okay, I trust you. Now finish your dinner, okay? I've got a present for you after. They got a new stock of magazines at the hairdresser's next door, so I asked if I could have the old ones. They had some comics too, including this one. You know which one it is? It's Steel Fang, Sal, issue 7. Oh. I know that it's an old issue, but I don't think that you have this one yet, do you? We can read it together before bed, but only if you finish dinner. I'm talking a clean plate, mister. Trapped in a safe with a bomb about to blow. Looks like Steelfang's cell's in trouble. How's he gonna get out, Don Pup? Just tap my hand when you want me to turn the page, okay? No time to think. Steelfang's cell kicks the safe door, and it opens. That Steelfang's cell sure is strong. Look at how far he's throwing that bomb. See? That's how strong you'll be if you keep eating your veggies too. Can you say this word? Run? Ra... 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 Come on, just like we practice with the nice doctor lady. Run. Hey, nice going. You're getting better and better. Can you say, Mom? At the mansion. And don't touch anything inside the place. Don't worry about it, dude. I play it cool. That's what got us into this mess in the first place. I'm counting on you. Because Milo is absolutely gonna take it out on me in training if anything happens. Honestly, bringing Max with me was a last resort. But his family's out of town. Gotta say, man, your boss must have made it if he's got this big old place. Is he an Olympian or something? No, he's just, inherited the place. I have to pull Max away from every little plant and statue in the yard. Despite me coming here almost daily nowadays, I still haven't memorized all the ones that are rigged. Max's antennas twitch as we walk along the main path, the greenhouse in the distance. Oh, that smells amazing. He drops his duffel bag and is already about to climb over one of the hedges. I pick up the bag and shove it back into Max's arms, nudging him along with the back of my hand. I don't know how it's gonna go if and when he inevitably encounters the new additions to the place. Move along now. There is plenty of cool plants inside the place. In more ways than one. As the main entrance looms up ahead, I can't help but feel a little weird, wistful maybe. I've been using it a lot more than usual in the last 2 weeks. I can't remember the last time that I was spirited away through one of Raoul's many mysterious passages for an emergency mission. Pretty much a coin toss, whether it was an actual crime that needed stopping or a simple lack of common sense leading to a series of unfortunate events. Like that one time that Raoul said that he'd spotted some costume villains and it turned out to be a LARPing event. At least they liked our costumes. But lately, nada. Not even a regular call for duty. I've mostly just been training with Milo. And outside of that, he's had his hands full with Basil, understandably. It feels like our little unit split down the middle. Okay, we're here. Now remember. Best behavior, dude. He pumps all of his arms in the air in unison. Alright, I know that I'm gonna regret this, but here we go. Before I can even reach for them, Max grabs the big knockers on the door. Whoa, this is old school. It's like a haunted house. And starts banging them uncontrollably. Dude, they're not deaf. He's still holding on one of the doors, open inward, catching himself as he continues, standing face to face with Milo. He narrowly avoids crashing into the massive crow. Damn, you're jacked. Max. Well, he is. To Milo's credit, he doesn't flinch. Mr. Max DeVos, I presume. That's my name. It is a pleasure to meet you in person. Likewise, my guy. Max just stands there for a moment staring up at Milo until I nudge him with my elbow. Right, Alex is here too, but you know him already, I guess. Milo works his beak, but I can hear the grinding from here. Indeed. Please, be welcome. He takes a bow and waves us in. I mouth a quiet prayer as I follow. There is a smile on Raoul's face as we enter, but I can tell that it's not entirely sincere. You'd think that it was because of the situation at hand, but he's been off since the City Hall incident. Thanks again for letting us stay here. It's the least that I could do, with all that you've done for us. He steps up, his hand outstretched and ready to greet Max, but my roommate is already a few steps ahead in this whole interaction. Well, hello? Max brushes right past Raoul and Milo and goes wide-eyed at the lavish decorations and bookcase stuffed to the brim with Stinger comics and paraphernalia. Fancy place you got here, dude. You should host, like an architectural digest or something. He flirts through the shelf contents. Ooh, are these DVDs? We got a retro media fan here. Not just DVDs, it is my entire collection from my younger days. He moves next to Max, pointing to some of the cases. This was the original release from 1997, based on the first comic series from way back when. A VHS? That's mental, bruh. You could make a fucking mint selling all these. But dude, 1997? I thought Stinger was from 2017. I stifle a groan, my hopes for making a good impression on Max's behalf all but dashed. To his credit, the boss doesn't seem to take offense. The Stinger from 2017 was actually a reboot, if you can believe it. Whoa. The series was dormant for about 19 years before CH came in and completely revitalized it. Now, no one remembers the original anymore. Sadly, really, I always liked the costumes. You a comic fan yourself, Max? I'm more of an anime guy myself, but Alex always geeks out about the Stinger every time that there's a new release. Total dork, you know. Says he who went through an entire phase of calling me Alex Chan last year. Never heard of this one before? Steel Fang Cell? It's an old one. I think publication ended in 2000 or so. You're missing one issue, dude. It goes right from 6 to 8 here. That's, well, you see, it's, a collector's item. Very expensive. I look at Raoul. Are you sure it's alright for us to stay here? We could still get into a hotel and be out of your fur. For the 100th time, yes. What's the worst that could happen? I could name a few things. Or a couple hundred. Yeah, chill out, Alex. We'll be fine. Easy for you to say. Your cooking didn't get the building evacuated. Oh wait, it did. What exactly happened? Well... Huh. That wasn't supposed to happen. Whoa, Nelly. Emergency services? Emergency services? Thank you for calling emergency services. For matters involving the police, please press 1. Gah, not this again. For matters involving the fire department, please press 2. Chat, how do I put out a grease fire? No, now is not the time for subscribe shoutouts. Screw this, I'm calling Dad. Everything okay in there, Dad? Who's the genius that tried to put out a grease fire with water? Oh, me? I know fire's weak to water and stuff. Idiot. Later, dude. I'll let you handle it from here. Wait, what? Get back here so that I can knock some sense into ya. Don't make me call your mother. Please, anything but that. Oh, you know, just a brush with Dad and death itself. The usual. You gotta stop sweating the details. Life's stressful enough as it is. Tell that to the neighbors. Or your mother, who's still the only reason that you can afford half of your rent. I groan. Is there luggage that must be taken upstairs? Oh, just my weekend bag. No big deal. I can take it up myself. No need. Basil? Basil appears from one of the hallways, quiet as a shadow despite his hulking frame. He speed walks over to us at an uncannily creepy pace. Yes, my good sir. Could you take care of Mr. Desroches and his friend's bags? Mine should be pretty light, only pack some nectar. You do not intend to change clothes? I'm a butterfly. I don't sweat. My clothes are my temple. I've been wearing this outfit for 10 days and counting, and can you smell it on me? Nope. Basil, do a thorough sweep for mold and unwanted residue after Mr. Desroches and his friends return home. Why do you mention me? Indubitably, sir. He claps his hands together and one of the doors creaks open. Vines slither out of the hallway, a tendril hooking around our bags and lifting them off the floor as though they weigh nothing. I watch as it retracts, another tendril coming around to shut the door. It sure is nice to be on Basil's good side now. The whole City Hall thing has led to more than a few bad dreams. And some strange erotic ones, mostly involving plant tentacles. I don't know what that says about me. Dude, what the hell? I whistle. You're putting him to work. He has been good assistant so far, picking up necessary skills quickly. A few plates and knickknacks perish in the process, but I am now fully edumacated. Educated. Is that not what I said? In any case, it gives me time to focus on other things. Picking up even more hobbies? No. Recent developments have caused me to miss multiple episodes of my favorite shows. I must, how do you say, catch up? Watching telenovelas with Mr. Milo has been most enlightening. I'll try not to bother you too much. Thank you, Mr. Desroches. I appreciate it. If you can promise me that I get my own room, I want to survive this weekend. Do not push it. Wait, so you're like a butler? Like Jeeves, fetch me a coffee kind of butler? Milo gives him a look of bewilderment that I haven't seen since the first time that I face-planted in combat practice. Yes, I suppose that it's accurate, though I am trained in many arts. So, do I ring a bell whenever I want coffee and you'll come running? You don't even drink coffee. I'm being hypothetical. It's hypothetical coffee. Oh, shoot, that's right, coffee. Forgot something? I'm running late for an appointment. Milo tilts his head. You do not have any appointments scheduled at present. It's, a personal thing. Oh, you are going to see her. Her, huh? Going on a date? Raoul's cheeks flush and he tugs at his collar. He totally is. I am not. It is a personal matter. I stay quiet. I was expecting this. He's been leaving the house more and more these past few weeks. I can tell something is bothering him. Now, if you will excuse me. He brushes past us, Max excitedly waving him off. Is everything okay? I'm fine. I will be back later. Do you know where he's off to, Milo? I am not at liberty to say. Oh, come on. Surely it's no big. Let him have a secret or two, man. He's probably just embarrassed. It is private matter. It should stay as such. I'm worried is all. Everything okay between you guys? Every time that I show up, he bolts. We shall discuss matter later, in private. Now, as your official host, I would be remiss if I did not offer you refreshment. Wow, way to change the subject. Basil knows how to make excellent tea. I did not even have to teach him. Veritably, yes. I am quite proficient at the brewing arts. I just put my finger in your cup and keep it there for 5 minutes. I assure you, I am very tasty. I don't know if that's hygienic. I'll just have some rooibos, I think. Are you doubting me? I think it's in my best interest to say no. I'm not. Good, because I have been told that it packs a lot of flavor. Very umami. I think you mean umami? Is that even a normal flavor for tea? That sounds awesome. And you know what that means? Damn it. I should have known that this would happen. It's time to get baking. I'ma make the gnarliest cookies that you've ever tasted. Gnarly is a good word for them, I think. With a crib this crazy, your kitchen must be insane. Basil, be a bro and point me to my destination. It's time to work some culinary magic. Abso-posit-lutely. Good sir, follow me. Do keep in mind that I am mostly made of wood and plant material, so I am highly flammable. Discretion is advised. Basil all but speeds down into the halls, dragging Max along. Shit, of course Basil wouldn't know the horrors that will be inflicted upon us if we do not stop him. Someone has to intervene. Milo, if you don't want to add another new undocumented species living in your house, you might wanna... Our kitchen is quite advanced compared to yours. I would consider risk of danger to be quite minimal, Alex. How do I put this? Max isn't the greatest cook. His sense of taste is... a little, well, different. Different how? He has none. Neither do I. Yes, but you have common sense. Max once tried to make a salad with a long shelf life by adding... out with it, Duskhound. Whisper. Well, that is... Those are ingredients for highly toxic gas. And that was just before he added in the bottle of vodka. Vodka? He thought alcohol would kill the bacteria, didn't know that it would cause a fire. My kitchen is in danger. I must go. I've never seen anyone run in terror with more grace. I urge you to stay put, Duskhound. I wait for the door to shut before I head back outside. The boss moves faster than I'm used to. It's hard to stay both close and out of sight. Feels like one of those forced stealth missions. At least, we're getting into town again, so it's easier to hide myself in plain sight. Plain sight being mostly crushed by throngs of people who all decided that now of all times was a good moment to take an afternoon walk. I mean, can't really blame them. In just a couple more weeks, it'll be summer, and all the rain that we've been having will just be a distant memory. Until it comes back in full force in October. Love living in Batavia. I don't think that the folks in the canals have to worry about the rain, do they? Maybe I should just move there. Shit, I forgot about the boss. I scan the crowd for him again. It's not too hard to find him. He might just have gotten more used to being around people in public, but his posture is as awkward as ever. Milo should probably talk to him about that. Alex, nice weather we're having here, huh? I damn near jump out of my skin when I feel Lou's elbow poke my back. They are carrying two recyclable shopping bags, bulging with necessities. They look so heavy that I think even Raoul would have issue carrying them. And my wallet would have issue purchasing them. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Yeah, it's okay. I need to work on my stealth detection skills. I can't keep having these tiny heart attacks whenever somebody sneaks up on me. It's bad enough that Milo does it once out of every, time. What brings you out here? You usually stay inside on sunny days like this. I raise an eyebrow. So do you? Yes, but I have a new skin lotion that I'm testing out. What's your excuse? I can't get into my apartment for the time being. What happened? Max happened. They tilt their head. Yeah, let's just say that my next paycheck is going to go to buying our new neighbors the biggest box of chocolates that I can find. If they even eat chocolate. You got a place to go? Your dad's, maybe? I have a spare air mattress in our flat's basement. I can't guarantee its integrity. I think the kids chewed holes into it once. Their teeth are sharp enough for it. My dad still has a scar on his hand from a babysitting job. Thanks, but I'm covered. I'm staying with Milo and Raymond for the time being. Ooh, rooming with your boss? I've heard a couple of books that start out that way. Did they have a happy ending? They were pretty raunchy, so that depends on the kind of happy ending that you're looking for. I roll my eyes. What? Don't be so sex negative. It is a perfectly normal part of... Oh crap, he's looking this way. Blend in. Blend in? Oh, is this Glory Hound's business? I'm following Raymond around, but he can't see me under any circumstances. Why are you following him? Is it some sort of training exercise? No, he's up to something. He's been leaving the mansion every week to go to a coffee appointment, and no one's telling me anything. Milo looks like he wants to strangle me for just asking. Looks like he's just buying flowers right now. So, some of these, some of those, and I think she likes those too. Oh, excellent choice, sir. Thanks. Sorry if I am a little awkward. I usually shop at the florist down the street, but after all that hubbub about toxic fumes coming downwind from an apartment building in the city, it was closed for the foreseeable future. Oh, yes, I heard. Terrible tragedy. It's been good for business, but terrible tragedy. I can hardly keep up with the demand. It's like the flowers are sprouting legs and running off. Huh. Plants? Running? That's silly. It would never happen. I know, sir. It was a figure of speech. Now, what's the occasion? Occasion? I'm giving away free cards with every bouquet. Is it going to be for a date, or is it more for a get-well-soon bouquet? Oh, it's not for a date. She's... Well, it's very kind of you to offer, but I don't need a card. Just a bouquet will be enough. All right, here's the bouquet and your change. Have a good day now. See? He said that it wasn't going to be a date. Relax. But then who are they for? I know how you feel. You do? And yeah, he is kind of cute and has that frumpy-looking sugar daddy thing down. But this isn't like that smut that I was talking about. Nothing good comes from going after your boss. I'm not going after anyone. I just want to find out why he's not telling us. I thought that he trusted us. Why do you want to know? Because I've been through this before, all right, with my parents. You never did tell me what went down with them. You never asked. I figured that it was a bit of a sore spot. I like gossip, but I have my limits, you know. I just figured that you would spill the beans when you were ready, and Beren never mentioned it either. I sigh. They were fighting. Almost every day after I dropped out of college and moved back in with them, about anything and everything. Whenever I asked them about it, they said everything was fine and told me not to worry. Then one day, my mom just left. Nothing was fine. and I kept kicking myself for just accepting their answer for so long as I did, wondering if there was anything that I could have done. Maybe if I had tried harder, maybe if I haven't left college, they'd... Lou squeezes my hand. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so nosy. I mean, I did mean to be nosy. I just didn't want to hurt you. It's all right. I did offer. So, how are they nowadays? I ask myself that sometimes, to be honest. They didn't speak for a while after they went their separate ways. These days, I think that they're just doing okay. They've started talking more since Mom left the country. Starting a new life? No, it's more like the adventure of a lifetime kind of thing. Finding herself and all that. She sold most of her things, sublet her place, and went overseas. Talk about taking a page out of the midlife crisis playbook. Last I heard, she bought a motorcycle and embarked on a massive 6-month cross-continental trip. You mean you haven't talked to each other? It's complicated. Alex. I know. She's your mom. I know. I think about it sometimes, but every time I feel myself wanting to talk to her, I get cold feet. What do I even say to her? Lou draws out a groan. Just tell her how you've been doing. It's not rocket science. What? Tell her that I took up fighting crime bosses and supernatural plant creatures on a weekly basis? They make no effort to hide their smirk. Well, everyone else knows your poorly kept secret. Anyway, I am mostly hear about her from Dad. He doesn't tell me a whole lot, but I seem to be a regular topic of conversation. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like a bridge between two worlds? Pretty much. And you believe your boss might be going through something like that? That's what I want to find out. If he is, I want to be there for him, you know? He's been looking pretty rough ever since City Hall. Oh, he's moving again. Just give him some space if he needs it, okay? Okay, thanks, Lou. Don't mention it. If there is any spy gigs open up for the Glory Hounds, I'm expecting a glowing recommendation. You got it. I resume my brisk walk, waving at them. At the last, I've got you. Hey, watch the wings. I am not letting you in the kitchen. Alex told me that there is of what would await if I did. I wasn't going into your stupid kitchen, dude. Basil couldn't even find it. I seem to have gotten turned around a couple of times. You know, with the place being this big and confusing, I had no idea. Spare me, I beg you. No, dude, seriously. You're gonna want to hear all about Max's Mystery Manor. You have this entire castle. Mansion. And no one even lived here. So what if, and follow me on this, we turn this into a kick-ass museum? Named after you? We can workshop the name, but just picture it. Hundreds, maybe thousands of guests per day, dude. I could imagine no greater horror. Basil, some assistance if you would be so kind. Affirmatively. Come, let us reconvene to the foyer. It's just down this hall. Or so I think. It could lead to the pantry. You're right. Business deals are best conducted over a cup of tea. This is going to be a long day. Yo, that is a sick-looking clock. Is it one of those old-timey haunted ghost clocks? I am almost afraid to ask, but no. It is simple grandfather clock. Not even a priceless family heirloom? No, just simple clock. Tick-tock. Now move. Ah, bummer. Because it looks a little weird. Like this part here. Ooh, what does this button do? No, please refrain from touching that. What the fuck? Dude, what is this place? Where am I? Whoa. That's a Mondo computer if I've ever seen one. And all those vents, metal pipes, and flashing lights. There's only one logical conclusion. I've been abducted by aliens. This is why I told you not to push button. I am beginning to see where Alex gets certain personality traits from. Mostly curiosity and inability to heed simple instructions. I suppose we can add another name to increasingly lengthy list of people who know more than they should. Any more and we might as well start public tours. So you do like my idea? It was a statement made out of exasperation. Why did you disobey? I didn't mean to travel to your lunar base, dude. This is not lunar base. Martian? We are not on Moon, nor Mars, nor any celestial body in solar system, Mr. DeVos. We are still in Mansion, on Earth. And clearly we are in need of optimizing basic security. So, what is... I will not be answering questions at this time. This location is highly classified. Ah, I see our guest has discovered headquarters. So strange a name, don't you think? There are neither heads nor quarters here, not even quarters of heads. Confounding. This is where the esteemed glory hounds survey the lovely city of Shippersburg for threats to local populace. Which, more than often not, seems to stem from local populace themselves. I am starting to think that the local populace may be the problem. Mr. Drozdov stays here to provide support while the Dawnhound and Duskhound venture forth to battle evildoers. If you look to your left, you will see a door. It is locked. In the back, there is another door, which is similarly locked. If you look to your right, you will see... Thank you, Basil. I am starting to think Duskhound taking you on a canal tour was a bad idea. But it proved that I do in fact float. So, where on the moon are we? Again, we are not on Moon. Can I have some cheese? The moon is not made of cheese. And the figure that you people commonly refer to as Santa Claus does not exist. Or so Mr. Drozdov has been telling me. I am still conducting my own investigation into the matter. You too? Like, if he's not real, then who delivers all these presents, right? Precisely what I have been theorizing myself. Basil? What? I am simply invested in the folklore of the era that I have ended up in. I have a few million years to catch up on. Whoa, you're from the past? Indubitably. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I got so many questions. Why, ask away. Did dinosaurs build the pyramids? Or was it aliens? This is going from long day to excruciating day. I gotta know, dude. It's been bothering me and the scientific community at large for ages. I doubt that. Unfortunately, I am unable to answer your question. I predate these pyramids that you speak of. There is very little that I remember about when I lived. When I attempt to, I mostly recall sensations, emotions, not the events themselves. It must be because of the rather curious form that I've taken. Are you an alien? I advise you to stop leaning on desk. You are touching holographic keyboard. Whoa, sorry. Didn't mean to blow your whole place up. Voice command acknowledged. Entering self-destruct sequence. What? Please enter the elevator. Keep all extremities in sight at the risk of dismemberment and bodily harm. How do you shut this off? I do not know. I was not told about this feature. Should you wish to cancel the self-destruct sequence, speak the password clearly into the microphone. Otherwise, detonation in T-minus 100, 99, 98. I have seen this in movies. We just need to give it a good walloping. 96, recalibrating. Detonation in 8, 7, 6. Dawn has come to vanquish the night. Password recognized. Self-destruct sequence aborted. Have a pleasant day. I suggest that we keep hands to ourselves from now on. My word. How did you do that, Mr. Drawstuff? You sounded just like the Dawn Hound. Crows are expert in mimicry. And I may have taken improvisation comedy lessons in youth. Seemed like a valuable skill to have at time. Guys? Was this always there? It seems to be a secret compartment of some sort. There's something inside. This is... comic book. More like it used to be a comic book. It's all torn to hell and back. What's all this tape doing on it? Steelfang Cell. Issue number 7. I have not seen this before. Basil, would you be so kind to escort Mr. DeVos upstairs? I will be up shortly. Of course, good sir. And steer clear of kitchen. Aye aye, Captain. I had always wondered why issue was missing from your collection. Note written on blank page. Written by... Oh. We're on the edge of the Sweetwater district now. The stores are starting to thin out a little, and so are the crowds. Finally being able to hear myself to think is nice, but I have precious little to hide behind. I don't exactly blend into the background. Not just that, but Raoul's getting a little more cautious. Every now and then I'll catch him looking over his shoulder or checking his surroundings. As we near an empty street, he suddenly stops. I know you're there, Alex. Darn, I guess I'm not as stealthy as I thought. I'm sorry, Raoul. I didn't mean to stalk, but... But? Did Milo put you up to this? If he did, tell him that I don't need anyone here right now. What? No. I came here of my own accord. I told you before that this has nothing to do with you. It is a very private matter. I want you to leave. I know. It's just that I've been seeing you leave the base or the mansion a bunch of times now, but with this look on your face and... Well, I just couldn't help but wonder since you're normally so candid. I noticed that I'm sputtering. I just wanted to make sure that you're okay. That we're okay. I'm gonna leave now. Sorry. Wait. The Rottweiler sighs. It's not some deep crime-fighting secret. It really is just personal. Do you know where we're at? I look around the area and the only buildings that stand out are a small cafe on the street corner and a large care home of sorts. It's a bit of a ray of light in an otherwise pretty drab neighborhood. I suppose we're not here for a coffee date? Raoul nods and gestures to the large building. I'm here to visit my mother. Gah, I never should have followed him around. I'm such an idiot. Look, I'll leave you to it. It really is none of my business. I sling my messenger bag over my shoulder. Spot. Yeah? Come with me. Are you sure? Maybe now is the right time after all. Do you have your costume on you? It's a bit of a strange question. Yeah? Why? You'll see. Let's go. I'm all kinds of confused, but for now, I'll follow along and hope that things make sense later. As we enter the building, I'm immediately impressed by the sense of warmth that I'm getting from the place. It feels homey and well looked after. Good afternoon, Mr. Beauchamp. Mr. Beauchamp? Hello, Miss Jansen. I'm here to see my mother. How is she doing today? She's doing well. I think that you've caught her on one of her good days. She's just had lunch. She should be in the common room. Thank you. I'll go see her. Raoul waves at her as we move on. This place looks a lot nicer than I imagined your average care home to be. Raoul chuckles as he leads me through the hallways. The city has really been putting in some work in the last decade or so. For people who can't really handle living on their own anymore, care homes like these are lifesavers. I've been funding several of them personally, including this one. People deserve to spend their final years being treated with dignity and respect, and it's not always a luxury that they can afford. I want to change that. I can't help but feel a twinge of sadness, imagining that one day my folks could end up in a place like this. As comfortable as it seems, I don't want to imagine my dad being unable to take care of himself anymore one day. Heck, most days I still look towards him for help. At least the people here seem to be doing well. There's people playing chess in a side room and taking strolls through the hallways. Raoul seems familiar with some of them and waves as he passes. Hello, Mr. Compass. Going out fishing again? An elderly rat holding a fishing rod stands at attention. I would, but I never seem to find my tackle box. Why don't you ask one of your nurses? Lovely idea. The rat walks on with a spring in his step. There aren't any fishing spots around, though. I know. So why... Oh. For some people here, old comforts are all they have. It's right around the corner here. Raoul leads me to a small common room. There is only a single resident here, an elderly Rottweiler who seems to be watching TV. Curiously, the sound is turned on so low that it's barely audible. Good afternoon, Mom. His demeanor changes as he puts on his bubbliest personality. Oh, hello there. Good afternoon to you too. The family resemblance is uncanny, though her voice is soft and tender. Mom, I'd like you to meet my friend, Alex. Alex, this is my mother, Rosalie. Pleased to meet you, Miss Brevard. Please, Mr. Brevard is my husband. Just call me Rosalie. She holds out her hand and I take it gently. Her handshake is firm despite her age. I can tell where Raoul gets his strength from. It is a pleasure to meet you, Alex. I've heard so much about you. That catches me off guard. I'm surprised that he's mentioned me at all. You have? Oh yes, my dear Rutger always goes on about you. How was the store? I shoot Raoul a look, not really sure what to do or say. It's, doing pretty well, I think. We've made lots of, sales? He simply nods and takes her hand. Rutger is your nephew, Mom. I'm your son, Raoul. Remember? Oh yes. I'm sorry. My memory isn't what it used to be. How are you? It's a lovely day, isn't it? It sure is. Here, I brought you some of your favorite flowers. Oh, sweetie, you shouldn't have. But these are lovely. She holds the flowers very gingerly, inspecting them with admiration. Hydrangeas, chrysanthemums, and orchids too? These are lovely. I'll put them in your dad's vase later. Thank you, dear. She hands a bouquet back to Raoul. How has school been lately? Raoul laughs. Mom, I own a business. Right, yes. How is the business? We're doing well. Some big projects are showing some real results. That's very good. It's good to dream big. And how about you, Alex? Oh, well, it's been a real pleasure working with your son. I've been learning the ropes in the business and I'm really starting to feel like I'm making a difference at the company. That is good to hear. Just make sure that you don't neglect the flowers. I won't. Scout's honor. She responds with the toothiest of smiles. Now I know where the boss god is from. It's infectious and I cannot but grin back. Alex, would you be so kind as to get us some tea? I think that there is a pot ready over on that table there. Sure thing. I hop on over to the other side of the room and fetch the pot. Raoul directs me to where they keep the cups and I get those too. It's definitely a very fancy place. It's clean and well maintained, and the staff seems friendly, if a bit hands-off. I guess they want the residents here to maintain as much independence as possible. A few moments later, and we're all sitting by the small table near Rosalie. She's captivated by the flowers again. My, these are lovely, sweetie. Make sure to put them in water later. I wouldn't want them to start wilting too soon. Flowers are beautiful, but very delicate. The way she handles them tells me that she knows a lot about them than I'll ever will. I bet she and Milo would have a lot to talk about. I will, Mom. We can go to your room once we finish our tea if you want. I'd like that. We continue to sit for a while. When it comes to flowers, she's very talkative. Outside of that, words fail her occasionally, and I don't quite know what to say either. Thankfully, Raoul manages to keep the conversation going. She beams brightly at Raoul's updates on life, though it's almost like she doesn't realize that he's even her son. The facial expressions and body language read even more like Raoul's just a kind of stranger. Regardless, it's clear that she's very impressed and happy with what he's been up to. Then suddenly a statement comes out of left field. My son's the Dawn Hound, you know. I nearly spit out my tea. You told her? I know half of my social circles know our poorly guarded secret by now, but I didn't think that she'd be the kind of person he'd tell. Raoul shifts in his seat before clearing his throat. Oh, I've always known. I even made his costume. He's always looked so cute riding around on his bike with his cape fluttering in the wind. I'm sure his friends at school will love it. Indeed. I am a champion of justice. I think I'm beginning to understand what's going on. I have no experience with situations like these, but I don't want to cause any friction. Yes, keeping the city safe from all evildoers. I have no choice but to play along, though I'm still a little confused. Raoul smiles at me though, so I take it as that this is how it's supposed to be. I'm so proud of my boy. I hope he comes by later. Just like that, Raoul's expression sours again, though he catches himself right away. You should bring him next time, Rutger. He gently squeezes her hand again. I'm Raoul. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. My memory isn't what it used to be. So, how was school been lately? I'm a business owner, Mom. It's been doing really well. Lots of big projects that are starting to show results. Very good. It's good to dream big. Just make sure that you keep your grades up. I will, Mom. After we finish our tea, the old lady looks towards me. Alex, dear, do you mind helping me up? My pleasure, ma'am. I help her out of the chair. I'm still surprised how strong she is for an old lady. Raoul grabs the flowers and holds her by the hand. Together we head towards the hallways. She greets everyone that we meet on our way back to her room with the same enthusiasm that she greets us with, some nurses making small talk or complimenting the bouquet Raoul got her. Every small comment seems to make her beam brighter. Her room is pretty large and well kept. I was expecting it to feel clinical, like a hospital room, but it's more like a suite in a hotel. There were lots of pictures on the walls of flowers, of Schippersburg and of Raoul and Rosalie herself, including, right by the front door, a drawing I immediately recognized as one of Raoul's. It smells nice in here. The staff takes great care of the place. Do you want to sit on the bed, Mom? Almost time for your afternoon nap, right? I'd like that. We lead her to the big bed that looks better than mine back home. She reclines on it and relaxes while Raoul puts the flowers in a vase that looks at least 100 years old. Do you need an extra pillow? I'm okay. Thank you, Rutger. Raoul is silent for a moment. You know, I just got a message from the Dawn Hound. He says that he's on his way. Rosalie's eyes widen in surprise. Is he? When will he be here? He's almost here, in fact. Alex, why don't we go over to fetch him right now? Okay. We'll be right back. Okay, Mom? Of course. You boys have fun now. Thank heavens that I made a habit of wearing part of my costume underneath my clothes nowadays. I take my mask, jacket, and boots out of my bag and get changed. In the bathroom. Not really the kind of place that I'd expect to do so. I step back out and Raoul's gotten changed too. He's adjusting his mask in the mirror. I got this. It sounds like he's psyching himself up. Right. Duskhound reporting for duty. Are you absolutely sure about this? He nods firmly. Trust me. You'll see. Once we make sure that there's no nurses in the hallway, we tiptoe back to Rosalie's room. I'm used to sneaking around silently with all the training Milo's been putting me through, but I didn't imagine that I have to use it for something quite like this. You do this every week? Sometimes. Mostly when she isn't feeling well. It cheers her up a little, I think. Certainly cheers me up. I'm starting to wonder how long he's been carrying this with him. Dawn has come to vanquish the night. Oh my, there you are, Dawn Hound. Her eyes light up in a way that I haven't seen them do all afternoon. Who's your friend? It is I, Duskhound. She makes a face that would have been patronizing had it come from any other person. I'm glad to see my son's making some new friends. Oh, yeah, he's been great. He's always so lonely, you know. But we're taking him to a nice doctor who's going to teach him how to talk. You must be really excited. Oh, yes. He's growing up so fast. We're going out to dinner to celebrate tomorrow. Would you like to join us? I look at Raoul. Even with the mask and the mesh, I can see the far-off look in his eyes. I would love that, Rosalie. Only if the Dawn Hound finishes his plate tonight, though. He needs to eat his veggies if he wants to be big and strong, like Steel... She stops, making a face. What were we talking about? I think it was me eating my veggies. Thank you, Dawn Hound. I'll take out the bell peppers for you just this once, but you're going to have to learn to eat it, okay? Yes, ma'am. I'll make sure he does. Good, good. I'm glad to see my son is making some new friends. He's always been so sweet and gentle. Ever since his father left, it's just been us two. We'll pull through, Mom. Did you know that he fixed my watch all by himself? No, I didn't. He's such a smart boy. I know he'll go on to do great things. Yeah, I think so too. I I think it's time that we change spot. So soon, Dawnhound? We just arrived on the scene. Yes, I I need a minute. Okay, if you say so. I turned and smiled at Rosalie. You heard the boss, Rosalie? We'll be right back. All right, you boys go play hero, but I want you back home in time for supper. Okay, Mom. And make sure you don't tear up your cape. I just patched it up. The words are slightly stern, but her expression is clear and caring. A glint of genuine pride in her eyes. Don't worry, I'll keep him safe. After changing back to our normal clothes, we stand in silence for a bit. Raoul's the first to break it. It's funny. What is? All this. When I was a kid, I was nonverbal. No one really knew what was causing it, and it wasn't like I could tell them. My mom, though, she wouldn't have it. Pushed for me to get diagnosed, made sure that I got the support that I needed. And now, I'm left trying to get through to her, doing a poor job of it too. Don't sell yourself short. Her expression changed completely when we went back in costume. You mean a lot to her, I can tell. She never did keep that a secret. I always pretended to be a hero that protected the city. Her hero. The Dawnhound? It was, a way for me to cope with the outside world. For a kid on the autism spectrum like me, everything was less scary as a Dawnhound. Less overwhelming. He's mentioned that part before. I suppose that it was even more difficult when he was young. She even made me a costume. So she said. Didn't know the creativity ran in the family. I mean, we didn't have a lot of money, so it was just made of whatever we could find around the house. He snorts and holds back some laughter. I guess you could say that she was my original designer. She sewed on a little logo for me too. The getup was a little mismatched, and the stitches weren't all that great. It got torn more than a few times. But it meant the world to me. She always called me her little Dawn pup. I didn't agree at the time, though. I thought I was big enough to be called by my proper title. Sounds just like you. I suppose that I haven't changed much in that regard. She said that I earned it when I turned 12 and started going to high school. We had a big party and everything. He traces his fingers across his mask before putting it away. The Alzheimer's started about 10 years ago, much earlier onset than you'd expect. That must have been hard for you guys. It was mild at first, but it started worsening rapidly in recent years. My cousin and I look a lot alike. He is a bit older than me, so I suppose that I reminded her of him back in the day. Is he still around? He moved abroad with his family years ago. Recently, we've started blending together in her mind. Well, unless you dress up. Yeah. I haven't heard her call me by my name in 5 years. He exhales. Last time she did, she was asking me to get her something from the bakery downstairs. Apple beignets. I misheard her and got the wrong kind, or so she said. She gave me an earful about that. I know that I got her the right kind, of course. She just... He chuckles. It's a chuckle that he cuts short almost immediately, and his face falls. She'd forgotten. Ever since then, I've just been Rutger. And there's nothing that I can do or invent or buy or fix to change that. Hell, she knows Milo better than me at this point. Meanwhile, I can only watch as she tells stories about me like I'm not even in the room. And sooner or later, she'll forget those too. At least, she remembers the Dawnhound, for now. I was hoping that he could make her proud, but Don't talk about him like he's a different person. That courage, that conviction, that's all you. No, Milo was right. It's the silly fantasy of a man who could change the world in a wave of his hand if he really wanted to. I mean, you changed mine. If you hadn't been at Mr. Broon's store when you were, I'd probably be dead. Hell, if I'd survived, I would have just spent the rest of my life being me. And Willem told me about everything that you're doing for the Hain, not to mention all the things that you did for the city. Yes, but look, I can't speak for her, but I think that she'd be proud of that. I put you in danger, Spot. You did. That doesn't take away any of what I said. It's true that you could probably sit back and let your money do the talking, or you could just do nothing. But you don't, because you know what else Milo was right about? You never turn your back on a person in need. You're out here with us, putting your life on the line to protect people every day. And I admire that, and I want to believe that she does too. And I'm here because I want to be. You're a friend. A friend who needs me to be here. Is that why you've been avoiding Glory Hound's business? Avoiding me? Yeah. Raoul. I know. It was a mistake. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate you letting me come along. Your mom's great. I tip my head to the door. Want to go out there and say goodbye? Oh, Alex, Rutger, you just missed the Dawn Hound. Raoul's face is drooping. He laughs, but is definitely feeling force. Did we now? What did he say? Rosalie's lips purse and her eyes narrow. She's quiet for a second. I can't remember. That's okay, Mom. How was school? Raoul opens his mouth, as if to protest again, but instead he resigns himself. It was all right. I know that it must be very hard for you going to school somewhere new. But you're going to make a lot of friends, I know it. I'll... He swallows. Then he walks up to her and squeezes her hand. I'll try, Mom. A long moment passes, the only sound coming from the distant crowds in the city outside. We have to go now, but I will be checking in tomorrow, okay? I'll see you then. Don't be late, you hear? We're going out for dinner tomorrow to celebrate. My son is going to see a doctor so that he can learn how to talk. I'll be there. I promise. Your mother is really sweet. I put one of the candies that she gave me as we left in my pocket. Raoul breathes out loudly, looking towards the end of the street. He's got one in his pocket and adjusts his glasses with the other. With all that he's fiddled with them today, they've gotten very fogged up. Yeah. He's gotten increasingly glum since we left the room. Shit, man. What do I even say? She really loved the flowers that you got her. I try to motion for him to follow me so that we can at least start walking, but he doesn't seem to pick up on it. She did. My cousin, her nephew, has a friend named Alex. They used to run a flower shop. Well, it used to be her flower shop. He trails off again. I've never seen him like this before. Is everything okay? He bites his lip. They're trembling. Raoul? She's starting to forget me, Spot. She's starting to forget Raoul Brevard. All that she has left of me is her favorite flowers and the Dawn Hound and with what I did to Milo, Who knows how much longer that's gonna last? No, I'm your boss. I shouldn't be asking these things of you. I, I, I just... He can hardly speak between heaving sobs. I just don't want her to forget me. I want her to say my name. I want her to hug me, to read me one last story before bed. Just like it was back then. Just like it should have been all these years. I draw him in and give him the tightest hug that I've ever given anyone in my life. His arms wrap around me so forcefully that I'm almost suffocating. The rest of his body practically goes limp. I'm losing. His voice cracks and he takes a raspy breath. I'm losing her, Alex. His hands dig into my back. There is no fighting this situation. I can feel my own tears beating at the corner of my eyes. It's gonna be okay, Raoul. I'm here for you. I cup the back of his head and hold him as firmly as I can. Just let it all out. And he does. Right now, this is all that I can do. And maybe, for now, that's enough. Can you say Mom? Ma. Come on, you can do it. Ma. Mom. Oh my gosh. It's nothing. I never thought that I'd hear you say it. I'm crying because I'm happy. It's a happy cry. You're doing great. I love you. Way to make a person cry. So, that was issue 5. I have no idea how many times I had to, stop. So many times where it's I'm talking, then all of a sudden it's no, I'm about to start crying, I have to stop. So yeah. So we got, I guess you could say, the origin of the Dawn Hound. or I guess more or less the reason why he's doing what he's doing. And yeah, that was an emotional update or issue, I guess, because it's Glory Hounds and it's like comics. It's an issue. Echo Project stories always putting me to tears. I mean, there really isn't anything more that I can say than what you just saw. I kind of wish that it would have ended on like on a funny note where like it goes back to like Milo having to deal with the other two, but I guess it kind of would have like undercut the emotional thing that was happening. So like yeah, but like for me personally, I would have liked that because it would have just been like a reset for my emotions. I gotta go blow my nose right now. And then have to explain to my family downstairs that are probably like waiting for me to cook dinner. It's like, why are you crying? Why is your eyes all red? It's like, I just read something super emotional. Oh my god. Anyways, I'm just gonna leave it there. Write down in the comments what you thought of this issue. And thank you all for watching / listening. If you'd like to play Glory Hounds yourself or any of the other Echo Project stories, you can do so by going down to the link in the description, which should have a direct link for the itch.io page where you can download and play the game yourself. What else was I saying? If you would like to support the Echo Project, you can become a Patreon member like me and get earlier access to these builds as they are being worked on. I believe that the next one should be a Kamiya update, but considering that it just came out very recently, so it'll probably be like in a month's time. The updates for Glory Hounds do take a while to come out, but it's because they basically work on the entire thing and then just have it literally ready by the time that they give it to Echo Project themselves to post it on Patreon. So the Patreon build is usually like the only build that they ever have to release because it's already done. So that's why it takes a lot longer to work on it. Whereas sometimes other visual novels, it's like, okay, so here is the Patreon build, which is not completely done yet, but the main gist is there. And not all of them do that. Like some of them literally release the whole thing and then the public version is just like a month later. But yeah. Anywho, if you would like to support this channel and help support me, you can become a channel member and you do get earlier access to these videos as they're being scheduled, which is usually just like 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half in advance. So you don't have to wait all that time. You could just watch the videos as they're being scheduled. And if you can't do that, you could support through Ko-fi. It is appreciated. Any support that you guys give is appreciated. Just like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that jazz. And I also have a throne in case you're feeling overly generous. But yeah, I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.